Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Williams is out there with Dunn. Then there's Jalen Green. Then it's Brooks. And it's Booker in at the 1 spot. And for the Jazz, we've got Jaren Jackson. George out there with Bailey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. And this early...
Right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get McB under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
A crossover. Booker finds Williams. On the wing, Green. Dunn sets a screen for Green. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, Markkanen. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
And here's Booker. Williams has a screen for Green. To the middle. Stolen by Kessler. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Bailey misses.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
And Booker kicks to Doug. Back to Booker. Williams has a screen for Booker. Takes it inside. Pass to Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Here's George. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Bill Hardy. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And here's Booker after the 3-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Green passes to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Back to Green. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating. Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul. Now you have to navigate how you want to defend.
So it's Utah now. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Brooks outside. Booker right side. Floats one. Rebound Utah. Here's Bailey. They get it back. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 11. On the wing, Brooks. A 3-ball. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Well, the big man, Mark Williams, his activity earns those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks against Markkanen. To the inside. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. This could be a blowout.
Now here's Green, and he really played well against Denver. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Dunn with a screen on George. The drive by Booker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Outside, Markkanen. Jackson a screen. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got his third basket of the night right there. Now Green, still without a basket. With the drive, and it's Green with the jam.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
And Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers on, he can single-handedly.
On the wing, Brooks. George against it. The basket guy still shaking. Passes to Bailey. Throws it up high, and Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Booker with it. Now here's Green. Back to Booker. It's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Well, once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Outside for Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Williams. Off target at the rim. George against Booker. Here's Markkanen. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Markkanen's got 11.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Green. And they pick up 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jazz leading by 8. Pass to Bailey. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Booker finds Dunn. Kicks it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
Outside Jackson. Now Bailey. Markkanen from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 14.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Dunn with the screen on George. And Dunn with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. First foul. A different look for you. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Lauri Markkanen. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Phoenix. Malawach is checked in for Mark Williams. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Jalen Green. Here's Collier. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. It's deflected. Now here's Allen, guarded closely. Booker in the post. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's only a 5-point Utah lead. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Going inside. And that one good. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Here's Collier. Nothing on the board. Here's Sensabaugh. And the 3 off target. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
That free throw, no good. The Jazz making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Devin Booker has prided himself on talking to all the game's greats because he believes his talent is worthy of that. This guy, an all-around threat who's so dangerous with the ball.
And already they've got a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Pass to Collier. .143 left here in the opening quarter. And it's good for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Allen. Still scoreless. Back to Booker. They set the pick. Stamalo. And he goes in for the dunk.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Jazz leading by 4.
Pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's the Suns with the ball. 52 seconds left to play in the first. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded closely. Nurkic, a screen on Booker. Back to Nurkic. And finish off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Suns trail by 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here is Allen. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. From deep. And it's Utah with the rebound. Here's Sensabaugh. And the layup is good. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch your rhythm.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. And you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Dunn is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Malowach. Then there's Jalen Green in at the point. Golubowski the bounce pass. Here's Collier. Shoots it up. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Suns trail by 8. Outside, Green. Inside, Dunn. Utah with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Williams, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz leading by 8. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target from three-point range. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Green. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing your work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Pass to Markkanen. There's a screen. Cranes the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 17 now.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Gillespie. Scoreless thus far.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Here's Collier. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 7. Allen dishes to Green. Pass to Malowach. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Driving in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Allen passes to Dunn. Outside, Green. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Utah leading by 7. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game. Luke's checked in. For Kevin Love. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
And the Jazz making a change here. George is checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Mark Williams is checked in for Malowach. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Brooks checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Green. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Jazz with possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. To the inside. Here's Filipowski.
Tremendous work on the defensive end by Mark Williams. You love to see the impact he makes.
Booker outside. O'Neal is screen on George. Here's Booker. The rebound by Collier. Utah leading by 7. There's the lob to Markkanen. Stolen by Brooks. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Markkanen. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Another miss by Utah. Suns trail by 7. Here's Gillespie. He has yet to score. Booker outside, trying to end the drought. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
The Jazz with another miss. Phoenix has gone 0-2. Here's Gillespie. Booker outside. Puts up a 3. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling in. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game. And Utah making a change here. Both shots good from the strike. Here's Gillespie. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Booker outside from the arc. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Kessler passes to Collier. Shoots the 3. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Here's Gillespie. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, good with the triple.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
In the corner, George with it. Outside, Jackson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 8 points. Suns trail by 6. On the wing, Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved Award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent's scout. You're getting the best defender. You might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
Bailey, he's checked in for the Jazz. And then for Phoenix, Malawach is checked in for Williams. And it's Dunn in for Royce O'Neal. They get it again. Here's Dunn in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
You love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Launches it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups.
He's got 10.
Substitution on clock.
Dunn with a screen on George. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Jazz. Slur's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bailey with a wide open look. The Jazz again can win. Green left side. Stolen by Kessler. Jackson in the corner. And the
totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The drive by Green. Malawach. Rebound, Utah. Here's Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists. There's the pick. The Italian on the wing. It's stolen by Bailey. Here's Collier. Pass to George. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Goodwin feeling it out. And here is Green. Shot to stop the run. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight